Welcome back to Grammar Grade 12. This is Unit 1, Lesson 10, and today we meet one of the smallest parts of speech, and one of the hardest working, the preposition. These are little words like beside, within, and according to. They look like almost nothing on the page, yet they carry a surprising load of meaning, because they tell us how one thing stands in relation to another. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to find any preposition, name its object, and mark off the phrase it builds. Let's get started. So, what exactly is a preposition? A preposition is a word that shows the relationship of a noun or a pronoun to some other word in the sentence. Let's watch one work. The diplomat waited beside the ambassador. The diplomat is the one doing the waiting. Waited is the action itself. Then comes beside. That small word is our preposition. Right behind it stands the ambassador, the noun the preposition points to. Now follow the arrow. Beside reaches back and ties the ambassador to waited, telling us exactly where the waiting happened. That connection is the whole job. A preposition, at its heart, is a relationship word. Here's the thing. A preposition rarely travels alone. It pulls a small group of words along with it, and that group has a name, the prepositional phrase. Take this sentence. The scholar worked within a cramped archival vault. The scholar worked tells us what happened. Then within, there's our preposition. And the noun vault is the object of the preposition, the word the preposition points to. Now, notice the little words a, cramped, and archival. They describe the object, so they write along inside the phrase too. Put it together and you get a clean formula. A prepositional phrase equals the preposition plus its object plus any modifiers of that object. Prepositions belong to what we call a closed club. There are only so many of them, and new ones almost never join. So it truly pays to know them by sight. Here's a first batch. About, above, across, after, against, among, around. Another. Before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond. Keep going. During, except, for, from, in, into, near, of, off. And to finish, on, over, past, through, toward, under, until, with, without. Those are nearly all the ones you will ever meet in a sentence. You needn't recite the list from memory, but the more of these you recognize on sight, the faster the phrases leap off the page at you. Some prepositions arrive in more than one word, and we call those compound prepositions. According to, because of, instead of. Each of those is 2 or 3 words doing the work of a single preposition. And there are many more. In spite of, in front of, next to, on account of. Let's watch one at work. We proceeded according to the original plan. That whole chunk, according to, is the preposition, and plan is its object. So don't let the extra words fool you. Several words can still add up to a single preposition. Now, here's the part that trips people up, so let's slow down. The very same word can be a preposition in one sentence and an adverb in another. Look at this one. The tenant stepped outside. Nothing follows the word outside. It merely tells us how the stepping went. With no noun behind it, outside has no object. So here, outside is an adverb. But now watch. The tenant stepped outside the gate. This time, outside is followed by a noun, the gate, and that noun is its object. Because it has an object, outside is a preposition here. So the entire test is one question. Does the word have an object? No object, and it's an adverb. An object, and it's a preposition. Let's turn the whole lesson into a check you can run in about 2 seconds. Step 1. Spot the little relationship word, something like beside, within, or according to. Step 2. Ask what noun or pronoun comes right after it, because that word is the object of the preposition. Step 3. If nothing follows it at all, then the word isn't a preposition. It's an adverb in disguise. And once you've found the preposition and its object, remember the shape of the whole unit. Preposition plus object plus any modifiers. That is your prepositional phrase. Shall we try a few together? Time to practice. In this first set, I'll give you a sentence, and your task is to find the preposition hiding inside it. Pause the video and pick it out before I reveal each answer. Here's the sentence. The lantern flickered against the cavern wall. Which word is the preposition? Check each one for a relationship plus an object. Against shows place, where the flickering happened, and the noun wall stands right behind it as its object. So the preposition is against. Next, the verdict arrived after a lengthy deliberation. Look for the relationship word with a noun after it. After shows a relationship in time, and the noun deliberation follows it as its object. So the preposition here is after. Last one in this set. The negotiations continued in spite of the setbacks. Careful, this preposition is more than one word. In spite of is a compound preposition, and its object is setbacks. So the answer is in spite of. In this second set, I'll show you a sentence and point at one word. You decide, is that word a preposition or an adverb? Remember the single question that settles it. Does the word have an object? Pause and choose before I answer. The climbers ventured below. Look at the word below. Ask the question, does it have an object? Nothing follows it at all. The sentence simply ends. With no noun behind it, below cannot be a preposition. It's an adverb. The tunnel ran beneath the frozen river. Look at the word beneath. Does it have an object? Yes, the noun river comes right behind it, and beneath the frozen river is a neat little phrase. Because it has an object, beneath is a preposition. She paused, then glanced up. Look at the word up. Is there a noun or pronoun right after it? No, the sentence ends, and up is left standing on its own. No object means no preposition, so up here is an adverb. Let's gather everything up. First, a preposition shows the relationship of a noun or a pronoun to some other word in the sentence, words like beside and within, and the compound ones like according to. Second, a prepositional phrase is the preposition plus its object plus any modifiers, all writing together, the way within a cramped archival vault does. And keep this last one close, because it settles almost every hard case. The same word can do two different jobs. If it has an object, it's a preposition. If nothing follows it, it's an adverb. Practice spotting these, and sentences will begin to open up for you. In our next lesson, Lesson 11, we turn to conjunctions, the words that join. I'll see you there.